Hello, everybody. My name is Nighttime Guru, and today I'm going to be talking about anything, I guess. I didn't really prepare for this. Um, let's talk about meditation. Meditation is really, really fun. I really enjoy it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people who are watching this video have had a meditative experience at least once or twice in their life. There are many different kinds of meditation. The kind of meditation I practice is Transcendental Meditation by what his name is not Paramahansa Yogananda. His name was Maharishi Mahesh. Sorry. Um, he learned it from his guru before him, who is known as Guru Dev. Um, rest his soul as well. The practice is mostly centered towards realizing yourself or self-realization. It's a science towards self-realization. It's mostly an internal practice through the use of mantras. Mantras is actually one of the main points in transcendental meditation. I actually heard Osho say once, and I think it was actually guided towards transcendental meditation of the techniques used therein, when he said that if you say a mantra enough times, your brain will get, your brain will basically get bored, and you will go into um, these states that people will say are transcendent or otherworldly or ethereal and things of that nature, just because of the way your brain chemistry works by repeating a mantra or sitting for a certain amount of time. As long as you can stay aware, there's nothing else for your mind to do except turn inwards. And you can have a lot of different experiences, ranging from auditory to visual hallucinations, tactile sensations, which usually, if I ever experienced it, it's usually like somebody's touching you, or you're being pulled, or, feeling someone near you, or like a presence. And that just comes with really deep meditation. A lot of people may experience it in sleep paralysis and stuff like that, just because sleep can be likened to a meditation, just an unconscious one, as I've read. So I'm not going to take credit for that. um, it can be a really, really, really amazing practice. There are things that you can do to prepare yourself for a transcendental meditation session. Besides just memorizing mantras and saying mantras repeatedly, you can introduce entheogens or plant teachers such as peyote, which has mescaline. There's San Pedro that has mescaline, and another one that's very closely related to San Pedro. I don't remember the name, but I know it starts with a T. The first word starts with a T. The second word starts with a P. I'm pretty sure. Um, Mushrooms, which a lot of people say are like really sedating when compared to other psychedelics, or entheogenic compounds. Uh, I've never really used mushrooms for meditation. For some reason, psilocybin has not really been that prominent for me in my experience from ingesting raw mushrooms. But I've only done it 3 times. I think the first time I ate maybe like a gram of mushrooms, and it was a pretty enlightening experience. That's the only time that I've ever eaten mushrooms, and it's had any effect on, well, not any effect on me, but kind of like a positive effect. The last time I did, I ate like 6.5 grams of, I think, psilocybe cubensis. But the person who gave them to me told me they weren't psilocybe cubensis, but they were pretty weak, which was really disappointing. But then also, I didn't let them dry out; I ate them raw. So that was a huge factor. So I ate like 6 grams or 6.5 grams, I think, and had very, very, very prominent symptoms of serotonin syndrome. So when ingesting these kinds of substances, you want to make sure that you're doing so responsibly, because we don't. There's already a stigma attached to these kinds of things. In order for us to progress forward in their spiritual use, entheogenic use, and even maybe one day recreational use, we have to make sure that we're showing these people that there's no danger um, when ingesting these substances compared to ingesting any other substance. Like there's a dosage for each and one of these, like LSD, DMT, ketamine, which I haven't done yet, but I'm really excited if I ever get a chance to try. DXM, MXE, um, psilocybin. mescaline, blah blah, all these things. They have their dosages, just like you have dosages for aspirin and stuff like that. So if you overdo it, that's when a lot of the bad symptoms will come in. So I think I'm saying all that just to say, make sure that we are being responsible when using these kinds of things, so that we can progress forward into a shamanistic new, like shamanistic psychedelic age of exploration, mental exploration, universal exploration, galactic exploration. Um, so back on the subject of meditation, yeah, you can use all these entheogens to kind of help with your meditation. Yoga really, really helps. Exercising really, really help. Well, it helps me. I'm not gonna. That's really one thing that I would say. It catapults my meditation into a new dimension. Is making sure I do like a lot of cardiovascular exercise. Um, I don't really lift weights that much, but when I did, it helped a lot. Um, uh, Marijuana is okay as well. I think a lot of people actually, controversially, some people say that cannabis makes their mind race during meditation. Like it has a really, really calming effect for me on the body and the mind. But then also, when I try to meditate, it's very, very hard to concentrate for some reason. I don't know why. When everything about it is super relaxing, except for that one factor is that it makes my mind race. It helps me sleep, helps me with my insomnia and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so cannabis is pretty cool, and as you guys should know, there's like two types of cannabis, a whole bunch of like THC concentrates coming out. Um, I'm gonna be careful with those because they're amazing. They are fucking amazing, like dabs, the waxes, the really really like kind of like liquidy concentrates are cool. It's just really easy to take in more than what your body really needs because it's so concentrated. What else? It was something I was just about to say and I forgot what it was. Oh, cannabis seeds. Cannabis seeds. Lots of amino acids. I actually haven't tried it yet, and this has it may have something to do with meditation. It's just a tangent that popped into my head because I was talking about cannabis. But the seeds, all the amino acids and proteins that the human body needs. When I do get opportunity, I'm going to order a bunch of seeds and do an extraction and do something of that nature. I think I'm really excited to do that. On the subject, the matter of extractions. Extractions are very helpful for DMT, for mescaline, for LSA, for morning glory seeds, and I think any kind of like a brew, tea, or anything like that can be considered an extraction. But I'm saying like taking it to the next level to like a chemical extraction using xylene, um, which is used to for I'm not going to go into to that, but yeah, using these kinds of things, just because it makes the ingestion of the substance a little bit easier on your stomach and your digestive system and stuff like that. However, a lot of I think this is I'm not going to say across the board, but some people do report that like doing an extraction it's a little less spiritually based just because of all the alkaloids that are present in plants and stuff like that that add to the experience that are also active. And you take all that stuff out, you have like pure mescaline or pure DMT instead of like a peyote tea or ayahuasca, and it can be totally it can blow you away. But some people just report it as being less spiritually based, and I can see how that can be. I'm not going to say that that's the case with me or with everyone, but I can see where it comes from. This tapestry behind me is pretty cool. I like it. I wear it a lot. Sometimes I wear it as a robe, like for my guru kind of like meditation thing. Um, that's all I'm going to say. And then well, I'll cover astral projection another time. There's actually um, one of my first like huge meditative experiences that helped me really delve into and see the the capability, the intensity to which meditation um, can the levels of transcendence that meditation can take you. Excuse me. And then I started indulging in entheogens and stuff like that after about a year or so of meditation. Um, and I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to record another video like right now, though. Namaste.